If
80s.
you
If
are
you
Gen X.
grew up in the 80s, you sat backwards in a station wagon.
I know.
Probably wood paneled.
So ugly. And it smelled like barf.
And you said, roll down the window.
Yeah.
That big one window.
Did you name your cars when you were a kid?
Now, I talked to my shoes, but I didn't name my cars.
The cost for mistakes for this generation is way worse than the cost for mistakes in ours.
But it is a to put up and down.
I want everyone to just have my Pollyanna type life that I had. Natural factory setting right now.
Have you ever thought about being on a paper towel? I think about it all the time.
Girls learn from a really young age how to play the game. Boys have no idea there's a game even being played. So you're not rowing in the middle of swans, but that's all right.
Everybody's already hung up anyways, so.
Yeah. Vinny?
Welcome to the Mr. and Mrs. Inglis Podcast. I'm Megan.
And I'm Shaen. We're here to talk about the wild ride of raising kids, growing careers, and keeping life together in the middle of all the chaos.
So buckle up, because we're all in this crazy journey together.
Bippity boppity, boo.
Boo.
I got it right that time. Last time you
did.
called me, it was bippity boppity boot.
I know. I
Boop.
had the call out to Cinderella.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, we're actually on a weekend now.
We're on a weekend. I feel like we were just doing this.
We did. We just did it like 3 days ago. But 3 days can be like a week sometimes, or a
Yes.
millennia.
Or a millennia. In our, I don't know, anyone in our phase of life, I feel like sometimes those 3 days or whatever it's been, 4 days, like, whoa, that was just 4 days ago?
Yeah. But it wasn't that bad for me. I don't. Was it for you though?
They were pretty busy
I
days.
know you had some busy work days.
Yeah. It was just busy work days. This weekend was not nearly as busy as last weekend, which helps a little bit, but
Yeah.
we got to be productive instead.
Yeah.
And now we get to imbibe.
Get to imbibe again. Yeah.
To imbibe a little.
I'm actually having an amaretto sour because it's about 1,000 degrees in the studio.
Yes, it is.
It's really hot
That
in
is
here.
one thing we don't talk about is that the equipment in here makes it
Ooh.
very hot.
Yeah, it gets the morning sun there, so it's the afternoon now, but it is still very warm in here.
Quite warm.
It's got a lowered ceiling in it. Not that anybody cares, but I think that blocks some of the AC because they didn't bring it down through that.
Yeah,
It's part of it too. So
I'm sure that's part of
if
it.
we start sweating halfway through this, now you know why.
Yeah,
Or sweating already, starting already.
maybe.
Yeah.
It's quite warm, but that's okay.
We're used to it being warm, whereas we live in Texas, and we have not had many 100-degree days.
No. Here, no, everybody will sweat through their shirt. You just kind of get used to it.
Yeah, people are sweating through their shirts at the grocery store, shopping for avocados, whatever it might be.
Yeah, they had to walk in somehow.
That's right.
You know? Like
I remember visiting my Aunt Tana when I was younger, right? With my mom, we'd come down when we lived in Colorado. They still lived here. And I just thought this was like hell on earth. It was so hot. Like you made the comment, like going from the car to like indoors. At that point, I was in high school or younger, and I would just be like dripping sweat in those 30 feet. I literally thought Dallas was like, a living hell. It was so hot here, but I hadn't been to Houston.
yeah, I know. And
At
then
that
you went to
point.
Houston.
And then I went to Houston. Yeah.
How people live in Houston. Good night.
I do not know.
Like I won't go there. I don't. Well, I mean, I have to, but it's just. I was like, I just waste time trying to make my hair look nice or whatever because I am just drenched in sweat, just walking to a car.
Yeah, which is weird. It's more of a way of life down here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. But not as much this weekend, so it was kind of nice. We got some things done.
Yeah. So people that have been to our house, speaking of that hot summer, we have instead of getting a pool membership or something like that, we ended up.
Did.
Oh, we did have
But
that too.
But we found it too hard because we were working during the day, so we couldn't take the kids to the pool like during the day.
Yeah.
Because we had to drive.
That's
Anyway,
right. So the background here is we rented the house across the street from the lot that we bought to build a house on, the one that we're living in now.
Yeah.
And so it's a 2-acre lot here. And so what we thought was, what we're going to do? Let's just buy, let's get we started with the idea of like a blow-up pool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the kids could just kind of come over here. long and the short of it is, if you've been to our house, we have like, this is a Party City level,
Yes.
jumpy, blow up slide.
It's an inflatable water slide. It's what, 20 feet?
Yeah, it was really hard. Inflatable water slide. 2 words all of it. I had a really difficult time trying to find that word.
It's okay. It's heat exhaustion,
Those
honey.
words, it is. Today was a hot day. Anyway, so I don't look forward to, every year we put it up into our pool. So when we did it over here, initially it has a little pool at the end of it that we all broke our ankles because you fly down it. It's like 20 feet high. If you've been in it, it's like 15, 20, 18 feet, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And it's fast. It's fun. It's fun.
It's a blast.
Yeah.
Adults, children alike.
So, but it blasts you into this little pool. Like the first time I did it that time, I felt like I broke both my ankles because I just launched, 6 feet across in this little pool.
Well, and
it didn't have water in it yet.
Super hard, dead grass.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So that didn't help
you're
either.
going to break your ankles or your tailbone by landing. Yeah.
So now we set it up. It's perfect. We set it up to go, and we built, literally I designed the patio in the pool so that we could inflate this and have it up all summer long, and you can just go down the slide straight into the pool.
Yep.
And we put it up every summer since then. If you've been to a soccer party at the house, the kids have been on it. It's fun.
Yes.
It's fun for parents. We spent a lot of time on it.
Oh, yeah.
Until your knee, you didn't this year.
Right.
But it is a beep to put up and down. Right? It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort.
Breeze?
Yeah. I made a reel about it this year. We did it. We're getting better at it.
Yes.
But it's effort. 'Cause this year we cleaned it. We had to wash it. Anyways, so that's what we did. That's with our downtime. That's what we did today.
Yep. And we both have a sunburn back because of it.
Yeah, that's right. At the end of August.
I know. So, but it's worth it. That thing is so fun.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Sorry you didn't get to go down it. We didn't have it up since you got the green light. So.
It does make me a little motion sick though. If I stay up there.
You get so motion sick so easily. It's crazy.
I know.
Is that happening to you in older age? Or have you just always had that?
I've always gotten motion sick, but yet something like this would have never done that for me. Sorry, my ring keeps thinking.
I always got motion sick on certain things. I can't read in cars, right? Unless I'm driving. If I'm driving, I can totally read. That's fine. But in the passenger seat, I cannot read or I'll get car sick big time.
I don't even know where to go.
I think most people are like that, though. You can do whatever you can in the car while you're driving. Doesn't get car sick. But like on the cruise, you really had a tough time on the cruise because like once we got to the land, you felt like you were.
Oh gosh,
on the
yeah.
cruise. I never once felt that.
Yeah, I would get on land. I'd be like, woo, but I was great on the cruise.
And for like 3 weeks, you felt it afterwards
Yeah,
too.
I did. I totally felt like I was.
I don't know if that's the norm or not. I've never felt that way, but
Yeah.
maybe that is normal. But I think you're a little sensitive to that. It's that inner ear thing.
Oh yeah. I've always I used to get car sick when I was a kid, and we had the station wagon where the seats faced backwards.
Oh,
And
who didn't? I mean, come
who
on.
didn't? If
80s.
you
If
are
you
Gen X,
grew up in the 80s, you sat backwards in a station
yeah.
wagon,
I know.
probably wood paneled. And you said, "Roll down the window."
know.
That big one window
I know. Yeah.
that you could just dive out.
That was so not safe. Like,
It was like 1 year after they like mandated seatbelts in a car.
oh, like a grown human could climb out of that window. Like, it didn't even have to be a kid being stupid in the back seat. Anyway.
There's a reason why we say we are a strong generation.
Yeah, we did not. My brother got he got his head. He was sticking his head out the window, and my dad was rolling up the window, and he got his head stuck. But no one ever actually tried to jump out in my family.
Yeah, surprising.
They're adventure seekers. But yeah, usually it was me in the back with one of my siblings.
Yeah.
So I would always have to take Dramamine.
I think I've talked about that on here. Dramamine in the car, in the back.
Yeah.
For road trips, though.
For road trips.
Not to school.
Oh, no, yeah. Road trips. Like anytime we went to our grandparents' house or, yeah.
Yeah.
100% I had to take Dramamine.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've talked about road trips in here, though, right? Like we're on this show,
yeah.
haven't we, before? Where
Yes.
we'd all just roll. I mean, the greatest thing about those was you just put all the seats down and we just lay out sleeping bags and we would just sleep back there on 18-hour road trips to Michigan. That was fantastic. Waking up at 2 a.m. in the gas stations. There's an ambiance and just a nice feel of getting up at 2 a.m. at a gas station.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Iowa.
See, we didn't do the all-nighters.
Maybe Nebraska.
We would stop and stay somewhere. Like, my parents were not doing what your parents were doing, where they're just switching drivers while on a highway.
Yeah. That's a little bit of that nature-nurture thing for me, right?
Yeah.
It's probably a little bit of nurture.
It's a lot of nurture. I gotta get there.
Gotta get there.
Like, oh, wow.
No time to waste.
There's no time
Sleeping in a hotel.
I mean, we can't even pull over to switch drivers. Like, we're going to do it while driving 70 miles an hour on a highway.
It's so funny they
At
did
30
that.
seconds.
Thank God for cruise control that allowed them to do it. They put cruise control into that vehicle, I believe. It did not come with cruise control. Cruise control, that first station wagon.
Oh, I'm pretty sure ours did not have.
Yeah.
Did you name your cars when you were a kid?
No.
No?
That's a thing. That's a you thing.
Okay. My family always named their cars.
No, I talked to my shoes, but I didn't name my cars.
You introduced your shoes to the school?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, my mom always named cars. Anyway, Pegasus was the name of the station wagon, but I don't think Pegasus
It's a
had,
lot to live up to.
I don't think Pegasus had cruise control.
Pegasus.
Yeah,
Should
she
have been
called
a transformer or something.
She called it Peggy. Mm-hmm.
Peggy. Yeah.
It was so ugly, and it smelled like barf. Like, that car reeked.
There are two facts to know about this car. Its name is Pegasus, short Peggy. Number 2, it smelled like barf.
It totally did.
Awesome. I wonder what happened in that car.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't recall throwing up in the car.
No.
I think so. I mean, my mom would literally refer to the car as, "Oh, just go get in Peggy,"
Yeah.
I don't know that my dad's cars had names, though. Maybe it was just a my mom thing.
Could
As
be.
I unpack this a little bit.
Could be.
It's a therapy session.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Or not. No, I'm just kidding.
Snoozer.
No, it's not at all. Not at all.
But-
You were bringing up earlier, you said something about just the differences between when we were growing up and our kids were growing up, right?
Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier, just how we face some of the very same challenges
Mm-hmm.
and some that are just very, very different.
Yeah.
And just how hard it is to deal with those things.
Right. And I think some of it is you never realize that your parents went through some of the same stuff that you could be going through. Different context, maybe. Slightly different, but at the same time, I think kids just assume that their parents, I don't know, that they were always mature and that they always made,
Yeah.
that they didn't go through the same rite of passage that the kids go through.
Yeah. It's one of those roll your eyes at us type moments, like, oh, I know, you've been there and you did this
Yeah.
when you were a kid,
Yeah.
But it's like so hard. You're like, yeah, I have actually. And I feel like I could help you.
Right?
They don't want to hear it,
No.
And it's like, I know sometimes you just got to learn it. It's like the school of hard knocks.
Yeah.
Like, I know, Dad, but let me just fall and break my leg.
Yeah.
Like, well, don't.
Yeah.
First off, that
Don't.
cost me money. Second off,
Doesn't it
it's
always?
a lot of pain for you.
Yeah. Right.
But we try to, it's some of these things that they go through. I mean, today, again, I don't know. It's some of them are exactly the same. Like we have a kid right now that's, as you mature, and this is what I was telling them was like, look, and they're different than I was. And I don't want to get too specific here because it's, it's a little fresh still, but it's, when I was younger, I was very shy. Everybody knows that watches this regularly, painfully shy. Like, I don't know if I've said this on here, but like in kindergarten, I didn't go play. Like when it was playtime, I stood by the teacher in kindergarten because I was so shy. I don't understand. I don't remember being that shy. I knew I was shy, but I don't remember being that shy. But I didn't make a lot of close friends because I was so shy.
Yeah.
Until I got a little bit old. I mean, I knew a lot of people. I was friendly with a lot of people.
Yes.
But I never had like 20 friends.
Right.
I would have 1 or 2 really good friends, And then the seasons would change, and I'd have another one or two really good friends, you know. But as I got older, and we talked about this a little bit, you know, those friends, you kind of start sharpening your pencil, right?
It's a great way to say it.
On who you choose to kind of spend that time with, and who those real close friends are. And I think some of our kids are going through that.
Yeah. And it takes a lot of maturity to see it from the perspective of, it's okay, I'm, you know, growing up, this is what I like, and maybe this person doesn't like that as much as I do, but this is something that's really important to me, and so I'm going to continue to grow in that way, and if you don't, it's okay then that we don't, you know.
And maybe we're not as close.
That we're not as close. That's exactly right. Thank you. Yeah, and I was lucky. I don't know if it's lucky or unfortunate. I didn't really have too many close friends. I had one close friend, and she definitely, probably more like, she was a year older than me, so it was pretty natural that we grew apart.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she was really into marching band, and, you know, I was never played marching.
You were not.
I was not. Like, and so we eventually grew apart, but, you know, other friends definitely came in, and then they were like my staples, people that I'm still friends with, you know, but it was always such a small circle for me.
Yeah.
But once, like, it was like freshman, sophomore year, it like solidified my good friends.
Yeah.
But before that, it was like, okay, maybe for a year it was, you know, this couple, and then with a different year it'd be like another couple girls, you know.
Yeah. And you're right, because you made the point that it was very mature of this child to see this from a perspective at a young age of, it might be okay, you know, I mean, they're disappointed, I think, but they also understand that it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
And that's what I was telling them, you know, we went to a therapist once, and this helped me a ton. I don't know if I've mentioned it on this before or not, but he told me that the way, you know, it's okay to identify people by how much they fill your cup, right? So, for instance, you, as my wife, my best friend, you fill my cup 100%.
Yeah.
Right? I know I put everything in there, right? You fill it 100%. Whereas there's other people in my life that maybe they only fill my cup 75%, or maybe they only fill my cup 10%.
Right.
But once I identify what that is that they are to me, now I'm not expecting that other 90% out of them.
Right.
So they're not letting me down. I'm not feeling let down. I'm not feeling like they're like I need more from that, because that's all I'm expecting from that, you know. And I was trying to, you know, I've passed that along to our kids, because I think that was, or you know, that was an epiphany moment for me, you know, of just like, it's okay that not everybody has to be 100%. And that's what I was saying. That kind of goes back to when I was a kid. Like, when I was all in, man. We're best friends. We're best friends. You know what I mean? And it's not like I was like suffocating.
Right.
But it was like, hey, we're best friends. We're, you know, like, I'm going to go to your house today. You're going to come over to my house today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That sounds like very suffocating, but, you know, in a healthy way.
Right.
But I was always very focused on that. Whereas as I'm older now, it's like, you know what? I can have a friend that's like, you know, 25%. We're not going to hang out all the time. But when I see you, man, you're a great kid. You're a great person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Type thing.
Mm-hmm. I was that way too. Like, I don't know. I was really shy, and I will never forget. I think I've told you this. I had one lunch. We had a weird rotating schedule, and I had nobody in that lunch that I knew. Nobody.
Yeah.
Imagine an entire lunchroom full of kids, and I didn't know one of them.
What grade is this? Paint the picture a little bit.
That was 8th grade.
8th grade. Okay.
Eighth grade.
Very
And it just so happened that
formative years.
there was a girl and I mean, I hated this day because every 7 days or whatever I had this lunch, and it was just like, just sit by myself, and it's kind of, I mean, it's embarrassing because you don't want to sit by yourself. I'll never forget though that there was one other girl that sat by herself too, and so one day we just happened to sit across from each other at the same table. It turns out that, you know, later, like 2 years later, she was one of the twins. And my high school best friends were twins. And it was just it took another 2 years for us to become super, super good friends. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are tough years. I mean, 7th, 8th, 9th grade. I mean, those are formative years.
Mm-hmm.
And those are big deals. I mean, I remember, cafeteria, where you sit, who you sit with. Those are all big things. I mean, I would have. Luckily, I was friends with all the sports guys or whatever it was.
Right.
I had plenty of friends. Like I said, I always knew lots of people, and I was friendly with lots of people.
Yeah.
But I think I may have mentioned on here before too. I don't know. I know you and I have talked about it, but I always felt like people thought I was stuck up
Mm-hmm.
because I was known for being an athlete,
Mm-hmm.
for being a top athlete. So I think a lot of people, because I didn't talk to them and I had that kind of side to my life, I think they thought I was too good for everybody. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm Mr. All-Star this, All-State this. I don't talk to people. No, it wasn't it. I was so shy. I didn't know how to talk to people. I didn't know how to approach people. I was scared of people.
Yeah.
Right? So, but I always lived in this kind of self-formed prison that I think people think I'm stuck up, but I don't know how to break that, because I'm sure as heck not going to go talk to them.
I know.
Yeah. And that was really hard. So luckily, I mean, I had lots of friends, acquaintances. I knew everybody. I was friendly with everybody.
Yeah.
From like a, high level.
Yeah.
But it was just very one-offs that I had good friends with. Really, I was more close to girlfriends than I was guy friends.
Yeah.
As I got to older years.
Well, and you started having girlfriends at a younger age than really our kids.
Well, I mean, kind of, I guess.
Kinda.
Like a real girlfriend, yeah. My first real girlfriend was probably in 8th grade.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's not that old.
Yeah.
But I mean, she was, we dated for a year, 2 years probably, and whatnot. But I mean, you know all about her. I still wish you guys would meet, because I just think you guys would get along so well. I think you guys are very similar. But I say those things sometimes. Like, we were watching Yellowstone, and I'm like, oh, you are so much like her. What's the lady's
Oh my
name?
God, you thought I was Beth.
Oh yeah, I was like, you're so like Beth, because she's a strong woman. But then, as I zoom out a little bit, maybe not so much. Maybe not so much.
Fine line between strong woman,
Strong,
and,
intelligent woman, yeah.
borderline psychotic,
Yeah,
with no
yeah.
impulse control.
Yeah.
I like to think I have
That's
some
too funny.
of that.
That's too funny. Yeah, sorry about that. So I say that you guys would be friends. I think you guys would. It's not like I know her that well. We've had breakfast once or twice since then, and I think she grew up to be a good person. I know you are a good person. So.
Well, thank you.
Anyways, but yeah, that's tough for the kids. I mean, like, they're trying to do these things, and in this day, we were talking about this. These friends. Social media just changes the game.
Completely.
Can you imagine having that?
changes the game.
Again, this is one of those things where we're showing our years, but that wasn't even cell phones didn't exist when we
No.
were in school.
No.
I mean, even in college, they basically didn't exist.
Nope.
So there's nothing to, MySpace maybe came on the scene at the end of college.
I don't know that it did. I don't
Really?
remember MySpace until we were dating, and I was 25 years old.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I
could
was
be
in the dorm
wrong.
room, and it was the dial-up for internet.
Oh, 100%.
In fact, when I went to college, I went to college with this handful of phone cards to call long distance.
Yes. I
Back
had
home.
I had a long distance
Yeah.
phone card.
Yeah. Oh, I had ones that each had like 10 minutes on them or something.
Oh.
Like that. You had one that
I had like a Sprint card, or something like that.
I don't know what that is,
Yeah.
but yeah, we had a whole ton. That's our age,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, there's none of that stuff obviously that we had to worry about.
No.
Whereas here, I mean, because we were talking about it with friends, and I've made some tough choices in my life with friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was a time I had very tough junior high school years at the house. There's a lot going on there. And so I turned outward to try to find where I fit in, girlfriends or other friends. And my family was going through their own thing, so I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus here.
Yeah.
They were going through their own thing, and it just happened to be during my high school and junior high years, and made it tough. And so I went elsewhere to find, family and where I fit in and find, that love.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not trying to make you feel bad, Mom. Because I know she's gonna hear that and be like, oh, I feel so bad. No, my mom was great. She was going through they were going through their own things.
Right.
But I got in with crowds that weren't the right crowds to get in with.
Yeah.
And there was a time when I had to break off from that crowd. Because I knew it. Because deep down, I've always been a rule follower. I knew those were things I shouldn't be doing. I didn't want to be doing.
Right.
And I had to break off from that crowd. And I paid a social price for that in high school.
Yeah.
Because they were the popular kids. And I just wasn't willing to do what it was required from drugs and, just the way they acted. And, I wasn't willing to be that.
Yeah.
And I paid the social price for that.
Yeah.
I felt like I did at least.
Yeah.
But that's way easier today. You could have your whole social image could be crushed in one post.
One post. And it's so scary to be like, and because you're a kid and as you talk to your kids, you do want to keep in mind, like, they are still just children and there should be some level of mistake that they can make. But I feel like the cost for mistakes for this generation is way worse than the cost for mistakes in ours.
Yeah. I think you're right.
And that I think is where so much like of the stress that they feel and all of that it comes in.
Yeah. I mean, the dumbest things we did was, like you're going to break a bone or something. You're going to get hurt physically. You know what I mean? That's really the dumbest things we did. At least in my circles.
Yeah, I
didn't do anything that was going to destroy my career. I didn't have any pictures that were out there or videos that would, I didn't do anything. Even if they were videoed, somebody might have said, that's an idiot, 19-year-old kid. What a stupid kid.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. But outside of that, I mean, nowadays they're just so exposed. And we talked about it in an early Eminem episode of just, all the scary stuff that's on the internet that they're exposed to too.
Oh, yeah.
That's even a whole nother level.
Yeah. I mean, it's so different. I was so lucky. I didn't have to make tough choices with my friends because my friends made good choices.
Yeah.
So I made good choices.
Yeah.
I would have been the only one doing something bad.
Yeah.
Out of my tiny group of friends.
Yeah.
Now, I knew girls that were, and I just remember being like, what? I was so naive.
Yeah.
I really was.
Yeah.
But it worries me that it's like, I want everyone to just have my Pollyanna type life that I had.
Yeah. Right. And they likely will not.
No.
I don't know that that'll exist ever again because the innocence is what's taken out of everything.
Yes.
Right? I mean, there's just so much exposure. You have to worry about people, even with the child right now, I think that's having friend issues. I think there's things that are going around that might not be true.
Yeah.
Because there's issues happening with friends that our child doesn't even know why.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. So clearly somebody somewhere has said something, made something up, misinterpreted something, or our child said something that doesn't want to admit it, but somewhere in there something happened.
Yeah.
And now friendships are being broken from that. Now it also could be other personalities that just want to, throw grenades and walk away.
Or other personalities that have, they're dealing with their own stuff and have low self-esteem and they want,
Yeah.
and this is how they make themselves feel better. I don't know but it's so hard to parent through it.
Yeah.
And it's so hard I feel like you have to play chess and have like it's almost like a strategic conversation with your kid. It's exhausting to find the right words, and oftentimes you don't have them. And you can't tell them exactly what to do because at some point they have to figure it out on their own. It's absolutely exhausting. I think that's why I'm so tired right now.
It could be. I was talking to somebody this week where it was like, you can do, and I'm not suggesting we do, but as a parent, you can show the right roads. You can do everything you possibly can to just shove them in the right direction.
Yeah.
And the second they get out that door, they could just bang, take a hard left-hand turn, and and it's like all of it's for nothing to some degree.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you just hope. 'Cause it's like roulette. You just never know.
Yeah.
Like it took me a while to get on the right path, and that's a struggle that I've been fairly open with some people and on the website and stuff like that. It took me a while.
Right.
But I eventually came around. But you and I have talked about, I truly, to my core, feel like I always had the right intentions,
Yeah.
work ethic, where I wanted to be in life, what I wanted to do in life. Now, did I always make the right choices? No. Was I always, no. I did a lot of things wrong. I did a lot of things the hard way. I wasn't great. I didn't make the best decisions all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I was always aware of where that North Star was.
Right.
And trying to get there.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even close to perfect. But it took me a while. I'm not close to perfect now, I'm saying either. But
Right.
But it was not a just bing, made it. Whereas that was a little bit more of your, we talk about our lives where I'm always like ding, 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 all over the place doing all this stuff.
Like a ping pong ball.
Yeah. With like, just extracurricular or this or that or, risks. And you're just kind of steady Eddie rowing, and now life's good, but I'm still like making it, I'm not sitting back and just rowing backwards with the swans on the, I'm picturing that movie right now. What's the movie with Ryan Gosling? And we just watched it. The Notebook.
Oh, The Notebook.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're in that pond with all the,
Yeah.
right before it rains.
Right before it rains. Yeah. It's great. Yeah. So you're not rowing in the middle of swans, but that's all right. I don't know that anyone is.
Yeah. That's the thing we've talked about a lot too.
Yeah.
Is just how hard it is, and I know I bring it up on here, but it's just true. It's so true. But I'm 48, and I'm still feel like I'm figuring out life. You know what I mean?
It's like, life's biggest lie is that you're gonna figure it out. It's like, nope, you're not.
Yeah, and it's like you think your parents are just like got it together. And I've been pretty open with our kids, like with where we're at, what we're doing, all that kind of stuff, because I want them to know like struggle's okay, change is okay, taking risks is okay, but have a plan.
Yeah.
And it's okay to fail. Because in our household, I'm sure everybody feels like this in their household. Everybody's got high expectations, right? Like I know everybody on our soccer teams. Those parents have high expectations of their kids.
They do.
Because it's a high level soccer team, And sometimes it feels like it's not okay to fail.
Right.
But it is.
It totally is. In fact, the coach even said, like, I want them. And how did he phrase it? Because I was like, I need to remember this. They need to develop a good relationship with failure.
Mm.
And that's like a great way to put it, right? Because your relationships are not always, they don't always go one way, right? That you have to, there's a give and a take, right? I failed. Okay, I need to learn from it and I need to get better. Like it needs to be healthy.
Yeah.
It needs to be like, I need to feel like it's okay to fail, but I also need to know that I need to get better because of it. And I was like, that's a fantastic phrase.
Yeah.
Probably going to start using it a lot more with our kids. So thank you, coach.
Yeah. No.
On and off the field.
Yeah. Because I think that's the thing in this day and age. I mean, everywhere you look, you see perfection. Like, it's not, people don't post things if it's not perfect.
No.
I'm not the guy who takes 100 selfies before I find one I guess I don't think I've ever taken a selfie of myself. I've taken selfies.
Oh.
I've taken selfies of the family a lot, but
you
never
did
of myself.
those, yeah.
But I've heard people will take like 200 of them to get the right one. That's insanity. I mean, I get it. I get what's going on with these people, but that's my point is they're doing it so they can post something that they think is perfect, and then our kids go on and see this perfect picture. And everybody's like, oh my God. And so everybody's trying to be this perfect thing. And again, it's just this veil of reality that everybody thinks they have to be perfect. And I know our kids feel that way because we have high expectations. Not perfection. We tell them that all the time. You don't need to be perfect, but do we have high expectations? Yeah.
Yeah. High expectations within what we know you can achieve.
Absolutely.
Like,
absolutely.
not You know, if they go to Harvard, they're not, they're not Doogie Howser. I'm not going to expect them to be an MD at 16, operating on people.
Right.
That to me, doesn't seem to fit with them.
Great throwback, by the way. Doogie.
I love Doogie.
Yeah. What was his best friend's name?
Vinny?
Vinny, that might have been it.
I don't know. Someone can call me on that one. I don't know. But it's within reason. It's like, I know you can get all A's, or I know you can, whatever it is. I know you can.
I think dads, maybe more than moms, and maybe I'm generalizing way too much there, push that line a little bit, though, to, you don't have to be perfect, but let's try to be. You know what I mean? It's like, but push yourself to be the best you can be, because you also don't want people that are like, you know what, I'm a C student and that's okay. If you're a C student and that's the best you can do because you're trying your best, so be it. Good for you.
Yeah.
But if you're a C student, even though you could be a A and B student, that's where I'm like, I don't think you're applying yourself. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we had that last year, like with our daughter and Spanish, and it was just like I would spend 4 hours going over like an oral exam or whatever, and at the end, she's getting tired. I'm gonna fail, and I was like, I don't care. Like,
you're prepared. You've done everything you can. You just prepared 4 hours for a quiz.
Like, you have done everything you could to set yourself up for success, and if at that point in time it doesn't yield success, who cares?
And she'd come back the next day with 104 because she did the extra credit too, just to make sure.
Yes.
And she get 104.
Yeah.
And it's like, but you freaked out. Like, that level of perfection you don't have to have. There's that expectation is not here.
Heck no.
Even though there's a lot of expectation, that's not part of it.
Yeah. I think you probably even heard me tell her, like, I don't care.
Yeah. That's a fine line, though. I just think that's a fine line with everything. And I know they feel that way because we've had those conversations with our children, that they do feel, not necessarily even from us, but from the world. That perfection, that being the best, has to be there. You know what I mean? And again, we're blessed with children that excel at a high level at their extracurricular activities. So when they're not getting blue ribbons, that's a failure to them.
Yeah.
And that's, that's special, but that's also a really hard place to live.
Yeah, it is, because you're not always going to.
There's always going to be someone bigger, better, faster.
Yeah.
It just is going to happen.
What is it? It's the Dr. Seuss book, right? Like, and sometimes and there will be times when you don't, because sometimes you won't. Like, it's just, it's life. And I don't know. It's hard. I think it's harder for girls, honestly. Raising boys and girls. I think for boys, we see it in the boys, like the pushing themselves to succeed in sports and I think that, but I think the pressure on girls is even heavier because they have to look perfect on top of it, and they can't show that they're hurt or that, like, there's just something about.
I believe you're correct, but I also think another variable to that is boys are idiots till they're 25, whereas I'm not calling our boys idiots.
No,
but
they're not.
But there is a different level of brain functioning, emotionality, emotional levels, all those kind of things from our daughter than there are from our boys.
Yeah,
right.
Because she's just aware.
The testosterone just takes over in the boys till they're 25 to 30.
Oh my gosh.
Right, and then they kind of come back and like, you know what? Maybe, shaving and, and putting deodorant. I mean, you know what I mean?
Like, it truly is. Like, there is a lack of just awareness of things that are going on around.
Yeah.
A boy in these teenage years, right? It's very, like, isolated to the sports, friends, girlfriend. Like, there's nothing else outside of kind of whatever is in their own mind at that moment.
Yeah. Like, I cared about my hair when I was a kid, but not to the point where I would obsess over it, right? Like, I wanted it to look good, and I was aware of when I had the windows down, like, I wanted to make sure it was blowing it the right way, because you have a part back then, so I mean, but I would never lose my mind over it.
Oh my gosh, that you say that because I never drove with my windows down, ever, because of that.
Yeah.
I don't have good hair. I don't. Like, you all are actually seeing it in its natural factory setting right now.
I'm surprised you did it too. I wasn't even gonna mention it because I don't want to draw
This
attention
is
to
the
it, but you did
factory
it.
setting, guys. Like, it really. Sorry. So,
It's still beautiful.
well, thank you. I'm glad you
Yeah.
think so. I don't, but I'm glad that you do. But I will never forget. I was on a first date with somebody, and he had the windows down, and I was like, I worked on my hair. Like, I looked pretty, or I probably thought I did anyway.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, do I act like, I mean, it's a first date. Do I say like, hey, can we roll the windows up and
Yeah.
maybe turn on the air conditioning?
Yeah, and that would never have gone through a guy's brain.
No.
Not till they're older.
No.
Not till they're older, for sure.
But it was like, to me, it was devastating because
Yeah.
it totally messed up my hair.
But that's why I think it might be harder for girls because they're just more aware. They're just more mature. They're just more adult at a younger age, right? They kind of they kind of get it more.
Yes. Someone once told me, like, girls learn from a really young age how to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Boys have no idea there's a game even being played.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
I've heard that. Yeah.
They don't.
I think that's true.
And I don't know. So it's just.
I don't take offense to that either. I mean, it's just, I don't think guys should take offense to that because, I mean, look at any male, 25 and under. I mean, empirical data, just, almost 100% hit rate. Other than Maggie Doogie, there's a couple of standouts.
He's a fictional character.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So sure, in a sitcom, maybe, you can do that, but it's just, I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. It's hard raising boys and girls in teenage years because the struggles are so different.
Yeah.
You're like,
it is. But, all right, well, we're getting long already.
yeah.
So we'll wrap it here. We got coming up, we've got another week of school, obviously. We've got some travel for soccer, so some more soccer reels coming up. We got some travel. Maybe we'll do next week's episode, probably be on the road.
On location.
Which will be fun.
Yeah. Probably coming from Austin.
Austin, Texas. That's
Little
right.
Teaser. I mean.
Are we staying in Austin proper?
I have no idea.
We haven't got there yet. Future Shaen and Meghan will let you know.
Future Shaen and Meghan will figure it out. I'm guessing there's a reservation in your email.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Somehow we just kind of.
I just go wherever Team Snap tells me.
Yeah. And I go wherever Outlook tells me because you put Team Snap into Outlook.
I do. Yeah. And you look at me and like, where am I supposed to be and what time?
There's a new dad on our oldest son's team.
Yeah.
Who he's texted me once or twice like, hey, can you pick up or can this kid get a ride with you or whatnot? And I'm like, let me get with my wife. Let me ask Megan what the schedule looks like. So like twice I push back like, I've told you, I do not handle the schedule. I go where the calendar tells me to go.
Yeah.
And I think he's figured it out because now you and the mom have connected.
He also doesn't know the schedule. Like, it's the mom and I.
That's why I'm surprised he's trying to take care of it.
Like, she and I have probably been.
That's why I'm surprised he's even texting me. Like, I thought the ladies had this.
Yes.
Like,
yeah. The logistics are.
That's right.
Are my thing.
I'm still just doing testosterone things. Testosterone things?
Testosterone? Is that pastaroni? Is that pepperoni? I'm really not sure what that entails.
I don't know. It's a man thing. You don't get it.
Fair enough.
I'm doing men things.
I'm just a man doing men things.
That's right. By chopping wood or something.
Oh my gosh. We could go so many places with that.
Yeah.
Have you ever chopped wood?
Yeah. You kidding me? What have I not done? That's manly. Most people when they meet me say, "Shaen, you're the manliest man I've ever known.
Yes.
Of all men, you're the manliest."
You're the manliest man.
Yeah.
I hear other men telling you that all the time.
All the time. Yeah.
It's
They're
number
like,
one comment.
have you ever thought about being on a paper towel, like plastic wrap? I said, I think about it all the time. I've got a couple. I got a couple photos I can show you. Mocked it up.
Oh my gosh, Photoshop's amazing, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I am not the most manly man, and I'm totally okay with that.
You are perfectly manly.
Yeah, I'm glad we've talked about it. I was called metrosexual for the longest time, which just means I care about being presentable in personal hygiene. Yeah, I mean, like, oh man, that's hurting. Like,
I know. Oh,
geez.
take that
Straight,
knife
yeah, right to the heart.
Like, if that's what it is, I will own it.
Yeah, that's right.
I will own that.
That's right. All right, well, let's let these good, fine people go.
Yeah.
What's our so we got to do our word for this week.
This week, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, you thought of yours?
I thought of mine.
All right, we got mine.
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Endurance.
Locomotion.
Locomotion.
Yeah.
Like, or everybody do the locomotion.
Do the locomotion for me.
Okay, that like that.
You gotta
like the
raise your. Come on, baby. Do the locomotion with me. Kylie Minogue, that's a great song. I think she remade it though.
She remade it because that's from the 50s.
I prefer the Kylie Minogue.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just
Well,
kidding.
I used to roller skate to that song.
Kylie Minogue or the original one?
Probably the original
Oh,
one.
you know we should talk about Skate City when we on the next.
Skate
on the
City,
next one.
baby.
Skate City, baby. Was that a thing?
I don't know.
Well, Skate City was a roller rink in my.
I totally felt like that was a Dickie V moment. I don't know.
Dickie V, Skate City, baby. That was Dickie V. Got it. That was really good.
Was my impression not great of Dickie V?
Well, I actually was going to where some of our sons go to with
Oh my God.
how they talk about some of the soccer players.
Yes, yes.
And their soccer coach that they mimic.
Yes, they do.
Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, endurance.
Endurance. I feel like we're in the midst of like a long distance race.
I know. We always are, though. This is just life. This is where you guys. The little life happens in the little moments.
The little moments.
That's what we are.
Like race, like long distance running, cross country running. Sorry, but the locomotion.
Mine was locomotion. I was gonna say lotion for the motion. This is more of like we're just going with it, man.
It totally sounds dirty.
It probably is dirty.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a saying, and it rhymes, and I'm a sucker for rhyming.
You love rhyming.
I love rhyming,
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I think the phrase that my PT told me was, "Motion is lotion, not lotion for the motion."
Well, either way, I think it goes both ways. My point was, we're moving. Like we're the cogs are turning, and we're moving. We're just moving.
We're just moving.
We
Exactly.
keep on moving down the track.
So similar, like.
Similar.
Yeah.
Similar. You're right. Mine's just kind of like resigned to. We're just keeping it going. Like mine's like head down, keeping the pace. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Yours is like kind of pumping yourself up and doing things. We got to keep it going.
Going. Doing it.
We are doing it. Doing it, baby.
Gonna do it, man.
Oh, yeah, that's. Come on, let's go. All right, now we're just doing inside jokes. Nobody's gonna love that.
I know. Now
Nobody's with us anyways.
I know.
Everybody's already hung up anyways. So.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, that's it.
That's all we got.
That's all we got. 32. Next week will be a big one though. It's 33. And when I met Megan, I was obsessed. This is again one of those things where you just you don't grow up as a man enough. But my number in basketball was 33, and it was Trey. And anytime I saw the number 33, it was Trey.
Trey. Every time.
I pointed out, like.
I mean, for the first, 8 years we were together.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's why that tattoo, that 33 tattoo on my back, I mean, I regret that now. But, look at our oldest son wears it, so it means something.
Yeah.
All right, let's sign out of here.
All right.
All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining.
Ciao, ciao.
See ya.